dears, we have learned the criterions of congruency of triangles. Now we'll start the exercise 13a. You can see the first question. They have asked you to match the correspondence between the vertices, sides and angles of the triangle. So what we are going to do? We have a triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF. This is given, is it? Now you have to write the correspondence. Means what is the correspondence you will say? It means there is like this triangle ABC and maybe you don't need to draw, just to make you understand I am writing DEF, where angle A and angle D is equal. Now we have three vertices. Here also three vertices. Started with A and started with D. So vertices A will be equivalent to vertex D. Vertex B will be equivalent to vertex E. And vertex C will be equivalent to vertex F. Now you will say, ma'am, why you have used this? This is the sign of equivalent. Means this is equal value. In this triangle, vertex A and vertex D in this triangle are equivalent. The similar, is it? Now for you don't need to draw the figure. Just you have to write this. Starting with A. So A and D is equivalent. B and E is equivalent. C and F is equivalent. Here I have written correspondence are. This is for the vertices. They have asked you to write the correspondence about the vertices, then sides, then angles. Now side, first two is what? AB, and here first two is what? DE. AB would be equal to DE. BC would be equal to EF, and AC will be equal to DF. You can see AB, DE is equal, BC, EF is equal, and AC, DF is equal. Is it? I have written this is for angle sides. And for angles, angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. These are the correspondence. If the triangles are congruent, vertices will be similar and the sides will be equal and the angles will be equal. These are the correspondence of congruent triangles. Is it? So the same thing you have to do. You don't need to do actually. This number 1 you write in the book copy so you can understand. So whatever triangle they will ask, you can write. So question number 1 I have done. 1, 2 you do. 3, 4 no need to do. Okay. Do 1, question number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3 and 4. No need. You don't need to do. 1, 3 and 4 no need to do. In copy. This you write. Question number 2 you do for the understanding. 3, 4 is not needed. Please write it. Then question number 2. Here you have given the figures and you have to write the congruency conditions. Is it? Write the corresponding equal parts, congruency, and name the congruent triangles. Just you don't have to do that all. Just you write in the book itself according to which conditions they are congruent. Question number 2 in the book itself, because you know what are the correspondence of congruency. In the same way, this is no need of writing that. Only you write the congruency conditions for question number 2. 2, 1, you can see 2 angles and included side is equal. So what congruency we have learned? ASA. Number 2, one side of right angle triangle and hypotenuse is equal. 2, 2. So this will be RHS in the book, not in the copy. You have to write it in the book only. Number 3, only the congruency condition you write. You don't need to write the correspondence and all. This is S, S and S. Number 4, this is S, A, S. You can see two sides and included angle is equal. Number 5, A, S. And number 6, again S, S, S. You will say, ma'am, all the three angles are equal also. But we have not learned the property A. We have learned S, S, S. All three sides are equal. So we'll take the property S, S, S. This one you write it in the book itself. Now look at question number 3. Here you have given a figure. The figure is given. M, P and L. Given LP is perpendicular bisector of MN. So what can we write? MP is equal to PN. To prove LM is equal to LN. This you have to do, okay? So what we are going to do, we will write in triangle LMP and triangle LPN. MP is equal to PN, given, is already given here because LP is a bisector, perpendicular bisector. Angle LPM is equal to angle LPN, 90 degree it is given, and LP is a common side. You can see this side is commonly taken for this triangle and for this triangle also. So that's what triangle LMP is congruent to triangle LPN. Side, angle, side. S, A, S. You will say, ma'am, it is a right angle triangle. Why did you not write RHS? Because hypotenuse is not equal. It is not given. So the triangles are congruent. If the triangle is congruent, these two sides will be equal. CP, CTC. So that's what LM is equal to LN. Here you must write the word CP, CTC. The meaning of this word is corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent. CP, CTC, corresponding part of congruent triangles are congruent. So for today you leave it up to here. Next day we will be solving next sums. So remember question number 1, Roman number 1 I have done. You have to write only Roman number 2. 3 and 4 no need to write. Question number 2 write in the book itself, and question number 3 already I have written on the board. So for today you leave it up to here. Next day we'll be solving next sum, and if there is doubt you can ask me in comment box. Thank you dears.